Hey, it's time of District D. That's me. It is Saturday, and we're back to it's Saturday, time for the weekly, my weekly weigh-in and the weekly WW weekly topic du jour. Yes, back to Saturdays. This is my second Saturday, so thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, I got weight. I was up 1.5 pounds. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying anything. I'm going the wrong, I will say I am going the wrong way. Yeah, I am going the wrong way. I am now officially 7 pounds. I said it, 7 pounds above goal. I am trying to just follow the plan. Am I? Honestly, probably not. Let's be honest. I apparently am not following the plan. Coconut tea refresher, yeah. In my defense, I only had 1/3 of it because I split it with everybody else. So yeah, we wanted to try it with coconut milk, so we all split it. So this is all I'm having. See, 1/3. I'm not going to psychoanalyze myself. There's really no need to. I'm just going to do my best this week, and let's hope it goes. Yes, this is the 3rd week where I've had a gain. In case you haven't been tracking, I know I have. Yeah. So, honestly, I thank you guys for just following the plan, but maybe I need to walk the walk again. Apparently I must not be, or at least not diligently enough. So, though I think I can't, I'm not going to sit here and say, there's no sense psychoanalyzing it. This is no point. Let's just move on because all I can do is try to have a good week. Why should you take charge of your schedule? From my girl, Kristen Fisher. Try this. Struggling to fit in healthy habits into your day? Map out your schedule to prioritize making time for what is important to your journey. Number 1, outline tomorrow's schedule. Then you make a schedule of how your day goes. This one has 7 a.m. wake up, 7:15 breakfast, 8:30 start work, 12 o'clock lunch, 5:30 finish working, 7 o'clock eat dinner. Oh, that's entirely too late. 7:30 clean up, 9 p.m. watch TV, 10 p.m. go to bed. So they have their schedule, and then mark when you have free time or where you can make time. So in there, she put 5 minutes between when she starts work, 20 minutes while cooking dinner, and 60 minutes free before bed. Choose an activity that supports your journey to do during the times you have free time. Now in the 5 minutes, she says track your breakfast, meditate, write down 3 good things that happened to you today. Of course, if you're doing that in the morning, today hasn't happened yet. 20 minutes time slot. Clean out your refrigerator. Find a new recipe and make your shopping list. Try an OB workout in the WW app. 60 minutes. Meal prep for the week. Take a yoga class or read a book. I am not a good utilizer of my time. I will say that, yes, I don't utilize my time well, but I will say I have gotten better since I started my journey. So like I say, and my leader mentioned this morning, sometimes it's baby steps. Sometimes it's small things that you can change over the time and it'll just get bigger. For me, that was tracking. I had never tracked. I wasn't a tracker. I was tracking my head. Yeah, I didn't track so well. So I learned to sit down before I eat, to take 2 seconds and track my breakfast, lunch, and dinner as I'm eating. If I know what I'm going to have at breakfast, I may pre-track, but that's not always the case. Let's dive a little deeper. Not enough hours in the day, a serious shortage of time can definitely get in the way of creating and keeping healthy habits. And let's face it, us being women, our free time is sucked out by kids, husbands, house. You know, the men don't have that much responsibility as we do. So I think it's harder for us to find the free time to give to ourselves. We don't give ourselves enough free time. We don't. We just don't. We're women. I guess we're trying to be saints. I don't know, but we don't give ourselves enough free time. Studies show that when you're good at managing your time, you're more likely to have better results with weight loss. You know, that is true, though. There are some people that, like my one son, he's very schedule oriented. He has to do things at a schedule. If he doesn't, he freaks out. So there are people that can really do this because that's their mentality. So some for us, it takes a little bit of work because it's not our second nature to do that. Some people, it comes by, you know, this is how they have to live. They have to live very ordered. If they don't, then they just go crazy. But see, with me, I live by the seat of my pants. And when I try to get organized and do this kind of stuff, that's when I spiral. Doesn't make any sense, I know. But I'm trying to make smaller changes to fit in little things so I don't notice it as much. That's why mapping out your schedule, paper or online, lets you actually see where you can fit in good for you activities. Even if only have a few minutes to spare, finding time really seems impossible some days. Consider combining an activity where you could walk laps around the soccer field during your kids' soccer practice. Make time to call a friend while you're cooking dinner. So I want you to, almost like piggybacking. They've done this before about piggybacking things. This is wanting to piggyback, you know, in free time. Some of us, I don't think oh, there it is. Our phone and internet is a black hole. You know, you sit there, I'm only going to check, you know, my email for 2 seconds. Well, that never works. I'm only going to check my Facebook for, you know, 5 minutes. Well, that's a black hole because you just go to one or the other. So yeah, the internet has become, I think, a detriment to all of us. In a sense, it takes up a lot of our time. So that's why maybe having an app, since you're already having your phone in your hand, that it might make you more able to carry a schedule there versus on paper. At least that's, you know, I find it a little bit easier. But I do feel like sometimes we need to limit our time online. If you notice with mine, I don't always respond to comments right away. I don't always respond to comments on my Facebook group right away. And I tell people that I don't live, but I'm trying, and I'm getting better at it. I don't want to live by my phone. Like, I have notifications turned off for everything. Only texts, because it's an emergency. A Facebook post is not an emergency. A comment on my YouTube is not an emergency. They're not emergencies. So I feel like I have certain times slotted during the day to, like, first thing in the morning when I'm having breakfast, I check stuff. When I'm having lunch, I check stuff. You know, so I make certain slots of the day. So I don't need to know when things get commented on or things get liked. And I tell people that, like, please feel free to ask a question or leave a comment. But with the realization that I have a job, I have a family, I have a home, I have things that I have to do. So I have to prioritize certain things. And the internet is really low on the totem pole because I don't feel like I don't want to be that person that, oh my God, there's a notification on, and who responded? I can't live like that. I can't be that obsessive compulsive. So there's notifications only on text messages. So if you're saying, Dee didn't answer, respond. She does. She just does it in the internet's times that I have allotted for myself. So that's how I do that. I make certain times for internet because it's a black hole. You know, there's one comment, but it leads into something to something to something. And all of a sudden you've been there for 20, 25 minutes. And it's like, wow, you know, that's happened. So I had to learn that if I was going to do this kind of thing, have a big internet presence, that I had to make time to do things. I go live certain times. I do this certain times. And a lot of times it's when my family is actually busy. Somebody asked me, does your bother your husband that you go live every night? You know, no, because he has stuff he has to do at that time. So no, he's doing, I've told you before, we have a business, Steve sells hearing aids. So he has an office. He's the only one there. So he does all the billing, all the everything. So that's when he reconciles and stuff at the end of the day when I'm live. So it's not like he's sitting there going, God, she's live and we have stuff to do. No, because we have our separate things. So at that time, he's busy, I'm busy, the boys are busy. So it's actually occupies me, keeps me out of the kitchen. So the lives are helpful for me in a lot of reasons. And that's one of them. Idle hands. Yeah. That's why I binge watch Netflix. Because if I'm not busy with something, I pretty much, we're talking emotionally eating, I think I eat out of boredom. If I'm bored, I look for something to create. And then of course I have to taste it because, you know, I have to make sure it's good before I tell anybody about it. And then, yeah, one bite leads to two, leads to three, leads to the whole thing. So luckily, most things I make are very low in point and I can fit it in. But yeah, so that's, you know, how I roll. But, you know, like we were talking, like even 5 minutes to plan your next meal or to plan your breakfast. Like I usually plan my breakfast at night. I'm sitting there right before bed because I can't plan it that far ahead because I'm not going to feel like eating that. I can't plan that. So that night before, I could have pancake muffins. Ooh, I could have an egg sandwich. Ooh, I could have an omelet. Ooh, I could have pancakes. I could have French toast. Stuffed French toast. Yes, even better. So that's when I usually plan my breakfast, usually right before I go to bed. So I know in the morning, I know what I'm having for breakfast because I planned it the night before. Like I said, I do have a variety. I have a well-stocked pantry, a well-stocked freezer and refrigerator. So I could pull at easily 10 to 12 meals from there at any given time. So I'll decide the night before, maybe we'll have pork tomorrow. Or maybe we'll have ground meat tomorrow. Or we'll have chicken tomorrow. And then, so I know the protein. So I have all day to think to myself, I'll find a minute if it's at work or if I'm coming home. I'm sitting here, I'm like, ooh, what should we do for dinner? Ooh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do that. And you just kind of like whatever inspires me to make. So that's usually how that goes. And lunch is always just either leftovers. I always try to keep, low-fat turkey lunch meat in at all times, or chicken, or even ham. It's not detrimental. So that's always something I could pull from. There's always hard-boiled eggs in the refrigerator. I'm trying to always have ranch and veggies there. So if I don't know what I want, I can always just munch on that while I'm deciding. This way, it's a better option. And I'm trying to eat more fruit. That was my New Year's resolution, to eat more fruit. I've gotten better. I have gotten better. We just picked up a couple cantaloupes at the farm stand, so I'm a work in progress, little baby steps. I was never a lover of fruit. The fact that I eat fruit at all is a win. So, you just have to just make, what do I always say, small little changes that grow into big results and habits. Habits aren't formed overnight. Habits aren't formed in 4 or 5 months. It just takes time. You have to take the time to learn it, to develop it, and then to continue it. And you will. If I can do these things, you can do these things. So, and just so you know, I still fit in my clothes. I maybe, so did I say 7 pounds above goal? But my clothes still fit, so that's interesting. You'd think they'd be tight. But no, my mediums are still good, so yeah. I need to work on that, so. All right, recipe du jour is, I love getting recipe cards again. Pear and fig salad with chicken and blue cheese. Didn't I just get figs this week? Don't have any pears. I can do apple. Apple would go well. I love blue cheese, but I would like goat cheese better. But, I don't have that either, so I guess this looks delicious. 3 points. 3 on green, 2 on blue, and 2 on purple. Look at that. That looks yummy. Yes, I just got some fresh figs from one of my students. So, actually, Stephanie, what are you gonna do with that? I have a few things I'm gonna do with those, but I'm probably gonna be more lunchy kind of things. Maybe a little flatbread with some fig, some goat cheese. Oh, that's goat cheese. And goat cheese is not that bad, That's one thing I will give points for, goat cheese. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed my pitiful weigh-in and the weekly topic du jour as I bring it to you. I did go to my meeting this morning. I sat with my girl Rose. It was fabulous. It's good to be back at meetings. It really, truly is. And yes, I have to go a little bit further, but you know what? This leader, Marianne, is fabulous. So I am so enjoying. She makes it, she's very energetic and bubbly in the morning, and that's great. So it makes it worthwhile to go. And the new people that I'm meeting are fabulous. So I'm really enjoying my Saturday 8:30 in Turnersville. So if you're local and live here, and you come see me at the 8:30 in Turnersville, be fun. Alrighty, I am going to head on out, upload this, and I got cleaning to do today. Fabulous. So if you enjoy these, please give them a thumbs up, these videos. And if you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend hitting that subscribe button, and there's a bell right next to the word subscribe. You hit it, it rings, it means you get notified when I upload and when I go live. And I go live pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday during the week. I do a live Zoom on Wednesday. You're welcome to come to that as well, but you have to be part of my Facebook group, Just With These Crew, link down below. And that's a fun place to be too. I'll be going live tomorrow night here on the channel, Sunday. So you're all welcome to come. You just show up at 7:30 Eastern time and we just chat. So you're all welcome to come to that. Have a great rest of your day. We will dish another day, folks. And remember, you're only 1 meal away from being back on track. Ooh, hear that? That's a locust. It'll be hot. All right, have a great day. We will dish another day, folks. I promise. Bye-bye.